Hello everyone, and welcome to this awesome game which we definitely didn't discover because of this. Am I right? But now let's just jump in. You start in this cave, and your first target will be to create a splint to heal your fracture. You do so by opening your crafting menu, picking up all the stuff laying on the ground, including the torch, the branches and the stones, also the cloth. Clicking on the backpack, selecting the splint, create it, and apply it to your fracture. After that, you can equip your torch by pressing L and light it by pressing R. You see all the luggages here, which you can open, but you require an X or lockpicks. As for now, we leave the cave because we don't have any of these. On your way out, you will come across a totem. You can destroy these things by hitting them, which you can do by equipping your pistol, which you picked up before, by pressing 3 and hit it with the left mouse button, just like so. Disassemble the branches, the long branches, and leave this cave for now. Just go back and turn right immediately. There you can see the opening of the cave, so you can hide your torch by pressing L and moving out. Welcome to the Parasites. You see here a little camp. Now, here you can start creating your basic tools by picking up the stone and the few branches that are lying around. Feel free to pick up the rest, which lies also here. I recommend to craft the pickaxe as first, because you have the stones and you have the branches. By doing so, you create it and she equips it at your hotkey bar. By pressing 4, you can choose it, destroy these stones immediately. As you can see, they are stones now. Destroy these small stones, and you have plenty of small stones. Normally the small stones are very much harder to find, so this is a better way to do so. Now you have enough to create a stone axe, a knife, another knife, well, probably not, but you have this in the inventory, and also a spear to defend yourself. The spear is your basic weapon for now, and you will need it to defend yourself. Now, so much for the basics. You have your axe, your pickaxe, and your spear. So let's move to the second object. We hug the left wall and keep moving forward until we see the first tower, and keep going further to the second tower. Of course, you can go in the cave you were before and open all the luggage because you have the X right now. But as for now, I keep moving because all the loot in all these luggages in this game is randomized. So everything you find will probably differ from things I find. So we move for now. Here you can find a crashed plane and a lot of luggages next to it, as like this here. They are pretty hard to spot, so look around. You can open them with your X. Also collect all the flowers you find. You can study them later. Now, this is the spot for your first base. This spot has a lot of pros. Now watch out for the scorpions and snakes. They are very dangerous. If you step on them, they can poison you. Then you need the antidote, which you can study by collecting the grass, the aloe vera, just like this, and study it with a pencil. You need a pencil by gathering the coal from a bonfire. Now, this is my small little base. In your base, you probably want to build a tannery, a crafting table, some wooden boxes, a shelter, a bonfire, a water collector, and even more wooden boxes. Such things like a bed are totally optional, because a shelter serves the same purpose and a bed is much more expensive to build. You need furs, which you will get by skinning the animals like deers and foxes. Now, if you go up this tower, you will find a pot which you can use to purify the water. Also, build a totem. A totem is very important to level your character. And the pot is sitting just like here, which you can pick up, put it into the bonfire and purify the water. Now these are containers. They contain some items for you, but also you can find some cloth and sewing kits here, which you will need for crafting items. By studying the cloth, you can discover the recipe for the backpack, as you can see on my back, and you can build it with a sewing kit, for example, and the sewing kit can be crafted from cloth itself. So by visiting this tower, you have a lot of starting materials. Now, light the bonfire when you come here first and let it burn down. In this way, you will get a charcoal, and from the charcoal, you can build a pencil. Don't extinguish the bonfire. It has to burn down completely by depleting this campfire fuel. As soon as it's depleted, you will get the charcoal and you can make the pencil. From the crafting menu, by pressing the backpack symbol and going down to the pencil. Now, this particular place is very good for your base, for your first base, because of several points. At first, you have a tower on the top of a mountain, so you can find your place much easier when you go looting, and you can find it much easier for your way back. Also, this place has a little pond just next to it, so you can every time go back, collect some water and purify it. Also, you can see a little orb. This orb serves as a teleporter, and there are a lot in this area which are in different locations. Every teleporter teleports you to a random other orb, like this one. So you have every time a chance, if you find such an orb, to be teleported back here to your base, which is great, because then you can't get lost that easy. As you can see now, it's raining, so you can make use of your rain collector to collect some water to drink, or fuel up some bottles by putting them inside this bottle. Now the fire is in this container, as you can see, so the fire won't extinguish by rain. So guys, as of now, I would like to explain you one little very important information. For this purpose, we will climb up this tower. As you probably know, by pressing Q, you will open your watch. The watch shows you your hunger, your thirst, your health, and also the direction of the compass. Right now is the morning. And as you can see, this is the direction where the sun rises. But if you look at our watch, the watch points towards west. Now this is a small little trick in this game. Your watch doesn't tell you the right direction. By pressing B and opening the map, you will see your map, but to be able to read it, you must understand that your watch shows you the opposite directions, which means if you show the map, actually the watch doesn't show you north as up this map, but more down this map. So if you want to orientate with your watch, you have to rethink, keep this in mind, and pretty much change the directions. If you do so, then you can navigate much easier with the map. Try to mark something like me at your map, and you will be able to find some things again. Without it, you probably won't be able to read the map anytime. Now, for our next topic, I want to show you a very important item for this game, and this is the gas mask. The gas mask is very important because of the radiation, which you can find in a lot of places in this game. To find the gas mask is pretty easy. The first step is to jump into the water. By doing so. Now, leave the water again. And you will find some blue orbs. This is another hint. These blue orbs is iron ore. You can destroy them to build iron tools and iron weapons, which is very great. This is another pro of this camp, that you can find a lot of iron ore next to your camp. Also the clay here, but this is not that important at the beginning. Now, if you leave the water, you will see some tracks and also some enemies. Make your spear ready and go to the tracks. The enemies are pretty easy to kill by going towards them, poke them, move back. Poke them, move back, poke them, move back. Poke them, move back. Collecting all the items and studying them, you will be able to find out by yourself. So feel free to experiment with it. Right now, I will show you the location of the gas mask. We follow the tracks until we see the mountain where the train crashed. The most of you will probably see the road and follow the road, but for now, follow the tracks. It looks like there's a mountain and no coming further, right? Well, this is wrong. At the end of the tracks, there's a little cave which is pretty hard to spot because of all the grass in front of the cave. Go inside. As you can see, we have radiation exposure, but don't worry. Go inside and try to avoid this blue light here. Try to avoid it because it will explode. Hug the wall and watch out for the explosions here. It will explode, you will get the damage, but one should be enough, no worries. As you can see here, there's an iron bar, you can pick it up. Hug the wall further, move past this crate, carefully, don't activate the other blue lights. And at the end of the tunnel, you will find the gas mask. As you can see here, the gas mask. Pick it up. And also by pressing tabulator, you can pick also these items up. Now, she equips the gas mask automatically, but the gas mask does not function without a filter. So for now, we have to open the gas mask and put the filter, which we picked up earlier, inside. By doing so and equipping the gas mask again, you're safe from the radiation right now. As for me, I got some radiation by going into the cave, so I need some anti-radiation pills to make the radiation go away. Status is lost, radiation exposure. Now on the way back, hug the wall again, because the explosions will occur again. You can avoid these two, but the second one or the third one on this one will get you. So watch out. As you can see here, it's almost not possible to avoid it. Hug the wall further and try to avoid the last shine on the left side and leave this cave. Now you have the gas mask. Very good. Feel free to explore all the other areas. Watch out for the radiation. As soon as the area blurs, you are in an irradiated area. Also, if you get the message radiation exposure, you should wear your gas mask. As for now, you can unequip it again and you're good to go. By the way, I have another gas mask. You can find it also in some containers as random loot. For the next point on our list, I want to show you where you can get the toys. Now you can find yourself in front of the cave. We picked the gas mask up. We leave this place, equip the spear again, and move right just behind the wagons. We follow this road to a small village. This is next to our base, so don't worry. As you can see, yes, as you can see here are some enemies. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, okay, good. As you can see, here were some enemies. This one's still alive, great. And there's our base. Oh, come on, leave me alone. Thank you. So this is the reason why I always like to choose this base in particular. By the way, the enemies respawn also randomly. So if I have the enemies here, it does not mean that you will get the enemies here. And also maybe you will confront other enemies than me. So just keep in mind. We follow the road and we see a lot of irradiated areas, so you can use your gas mask. Also pay attention at the snakes and follow the road. You can open all the trunks, the luggages and the glove boxes with lockpicks. The luggages you can also open with your axe, but as for now I won't open them because all the loot is randomized and you can open them by yourself, because my loot will differ from yours except for the items which are placed not in the containers but just in the world. Then they are the same as the gas mask, for example, and also the toys which you will get now. If you follow this road, pay attention, here are always some enemies. They are not that strong, but they can ambush you, so pay attention, that's all. When you reach this bus, look at your left. You will see this corpse. It's not an enemy, it's a container. You can loot it, but more important, you will see this car next to this totem. You can open the trunk and the glove boxes, but the reason we are here is on the back seat of this car. Open it and you will find your first toy. We keep moving. We keep moving on the street. Until we find an orb And this orb is one of these teleporters mentioned before. They teleport you randomly to other orbs, and one of them can be the orb next to your base over the pond, so it can be used as a teleporter back. We keep moving for now until we reach this red bus. Avoid this blue shining here. It can explode. It is also irradiated. This was not intentional. And after the bus there are two roads. One on the right and one on the left. We take the one on the left. This one leads to the village mentioned before. In this village there are always some enemies and also some houses which can be looted. But watch out. A few of the doors in this village are trapped with some wires and they will explode. So just keep in mind and be careful. We want to reach the last house on the right side. This is the one we are looking for. Keep moving, watch out for enemies, and keep in mind, if there is an enemy, the chances are good that there will be a second and a third enemy. Just be prepared. So, this is the house we are looking for. This is the last house on the right side. If you keep moving, you will reach the beach where you can find the metal parts you will need for later for your saddle. For now, we are here for this house, for this particular house. We will go inside. This place is also irradiated. Here's no tripwire, but irradiation. Go in, and on the bed you will find a second toy. Now, welcome back at our base. As you can see, I have a horse. Just to mention it, I have a video where you can see how to get the horse, where to find it, and how to get it back. So please watch the video so you can get your horse by yourself. This is a long procedure, so I won't show it now. But what I can show you now is the military base, which is next to your actual base. This place is particularly dangerous and irradiated, so prepare your gas mask and also prepare yourself. Also, another point is there is a slave body next to the base. So what you need is this head from the totems which you can destroy, and if you have the head and some branches, you can activate the slave's mark at your totem. By doing so, you create a head which can be attached to the slave body. So we have, I throw this away. Yes, throw them away. You have the slave's mark now in the backpack. We are prepared, we have a gas mask. And now we leave to the military camp. The military camp is pretty easy to find, just down your hill. And it will be on your right, just follow the hill down. Get down. There are the tracks. We want to go further down until we see a small hut. There is the hut. Right of the hut is the military camp, as you can see the tank. Now, this place is irradiated and also you can hear the enemies. You can approach them and poke them, or you shoot at them with your gun if you have one. These enemies, they drop the guns, as you can see on my back, ammunition, and also some filters for your gas mask, so you can farm them for the ammunition and for the gas mask. As you can see, here's a weapon, ammunition, batteries, and some other ammunition. Also, in this tent, you can find scissors and a knife, if you miss them. Also, Asterix is for the is a medicine. Also here is some other stuff, phone, duct tape, some loot containers is the pens, also cloth and another sewing kit. Somewhere here is another sewing kit. I think I picked it already up. Yes. And most important, here is this weapon case, which contains some weapons and ammunition. So feel free to grab it, and also the end boxes. This tunnel is very highly irradiated. If you go through this tunnel, you will come out on the other road, on the other side, which we took to reach the village with the toys. So, but for now, we leave this area again and remove our gas mask because we don't need it here and we want not to waste the filter. Now, go out here and go right. After this sign, go right into the woods. Just a few meters further, you will see, oh no, a bear. This is bad. Poke, move back. Bears are particularly dangerous. So, a few meters further there's the hut, and as you can see already there is a body. And this is the body of a slave. Now, if you have the slave's mark in your inventory and you approach the body, you will get the prompt F. Now you have attached the head to the body, and you have the control over the slave. You can tell him to follow you, for example, to protect you, to gather some resources, and so on. By the way, I am bleeding for now. This is why I'm red. No. Oh, I'm irradiated. Okay, fine. Here's a slave. I will take some irradiated pills. But for now, we are finished here. And you can take the slave back to your camp. You can find your horse and feel free to explore the area. You have the gas mask and you are pretty good to go. So, I hope I could entertain you and you learned something. Please feel free to like, to subscribe, and also leave a comment if you wish. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much and bye.